we just going down? What? Bernard? Sir.
It's, Miss Bellevent, isn't it?
What? Oh, Roy.
No?
Oh, right. You're the one who took last week off, aren't you? You had to, take care of your sister, I think?
Mother.
My mother.
My mother. She's very sick.
No, I hope this doesn't become a recurring thing. I need to know I can count on you.
I understand, sir.
What are you doing here, anyway? Are you on break?
Lies may get you out of a tough spot, but be careful not to get caught in a lie. What happens if I tell the truth?
No, I'm just getting a screwdriver.
A screwdriver? What for?
Loose vent.
Well, that sounds like a job for Eugene, doesn't it?
Yes, you're right.
Then leave the repairs to him.
Okay, I will.
Well, don't you look mischievous. Hey, Bean. If you're planning to give Bernard a good scare, sign me up.
No, I'm looking for a screwdriver. For the vent. Linda asked Eugene to fix Bernard's window.
Oh, I see.
Eugene?
Why is the window open?
Hell? You'd better go and take a look. I'll stand guard by the elevator, and make some noise if I see Bernard coming.
Okay, thanks. I'll be quick.
I can't promise that. I'm a very slow person.
Opposing something that could help so many people just because it's close to your hotel? This is ridiculous.
Dear Mr. Weston, I would like to thank you again for agreeing to this partnership between Clarington Hotel and Weston's department store. Thanks to your generous help, renovations are well underway, and the hotel has never looked better. You should come visit soon when your busy schedule allows it, of course. On another note, it has come to my attention that you have formed a group of local businessmen to oppose the construction of the new mental hospital. After working so hard to elevate the Clarington standards, I cannot allow a band of cuckoos to move into my backyard. Should you accept it, it would be an honor and privilege to join your fight. Cordially, yours sincerely, Bernard Leduc. Handwritten by Eugene. Enjoy the cold, you cold-hearted prick. Well, those are some...
Aha! Let's get you to that vent.
quite some words. Yeah, let's clean this. I'm gonna leave that there for Bernard to find. I don't care. What do you have in your desk drawer, Bernard? If you have something, oh, you
Ew.
can...
Is this Linda's?
Gross. You guys are getting frisky? Why? And now what's this? Check on room 602, ask Eugene to fix radiator, call Weston's office, apologize to Mr. and Mrs. Drake for Valentine's ball mishap, speak with contractor about cost overruns, call Weston's office again, decide winner of Employee of the Month reward. Interesting. Sounds like Bernard is all set.
With this blizzard, Bernard's office will be a skating rink by the end of the day. Best to avoid that.
Nothing interesting in these drawers? Well, that's interesting in and of itself. That there wouldn't be anything of note. This is the drawer dedicated to a bunch of files, no? Alright, I'm out of here.
Surely it rains over by now.
No, it's not.
I came by here not too long ago, and Andrew was already covering for you.
That's because I was in the ladies' room.
That's no excuse to...
It's my time of the month.
Uh,
You're married, aren't you? So you know how it is. I have to go more often, and sometimes I stain the furniture, and don't get me started on all the...
That's enough details. Miss Belleville, what were you doing in my office?
I was looking for a screwdriver to fix the loose vent I told you about.
Didn't I tell you to leave it to Eugene?
Yeah, but I can't find him.
Then what are you doing here? Are you suffering from short-term memory loss, or are you just so dense that you didn't understand me the first time?
Well, it's just that...
It's my fault. The client kept complaining, and I couldn't get a hold of Eugene, so I asked her to fix the vent.
Well, that wasn't your decision to make, was it? And we call them guests, Miss Lambert, guests.
Yeah, well, there are so many rules here, I lose track.
Come with me.
Is she about to get fired?
Sorry.
Now there was a problem with the window, but it seems Eugene fixed it. Enjoy the cold, you cold-hearted...
What's that?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Sure doesn't look like nothing. Who sent you that? Well, didn't you have some speech for me or something?
Right. Yes. Yes, I did. I'm really disappointed in you, Miss Lambert. When you first started working here, I never would have thought that you had so little...
Decency's overrated. Personally, I think it gives the lobby a bit of character. Clients love the fact that I embody the désinvolte French woman stereotype.
Yes. We call them guests. How many times do I have to repeat it? And Mr. Ramsey sure didn't seem to appreciate your... how do you
Mr.
call it?
Ramsey?
Désinvolte French woman attitude. Telling him his only recourse is to pray for the snowstorm to end. That's not how you talk to guests.
No, that's how you talk to morons.
You're lucky, Miss Lambert. Lucky you have a face that makes people tolerate your abrasive personality. If you weren't so pretty, you'd have been out of a job a long time ago.
So the only reason you're keeping her is because you think she's hot?
Not today.
Well, if you give me a raise, I might consider being more agreeable when it comes to yes.
You really think this is the right time to ask for a raise? Now, even if you were a model employee, which clearly you're not, it'd be foolish of me to give raises right now. But with the renovation cost overruns and Mr. Weston not returning... Yeah, I think you may just be his type.
What the hell are you going on about?
You know who Mr. Weston is, don't you? It has just occurred to me that...
He's particularly fond of French women. Dadgummit.
Look, I'll add $2 to your next paycheck if you do it. And I'm not asking much. Next time he comes to visit, just try to be nice to him. I mean, nicer than usual.
$2? That's adorable. Make it 5 and I'll smile.
$3 and make conversation with him for 10 minutes.
$4 for 5 minutes conversation. Paid up front.
Deal.
Always.
I like Beth. I don't think she's even abrasive. Is that accurate? She's just real sassy. And she's assertive, but not in a creepy way. She's not afraid to stand up to her boss, and I respect that. Maybe we've been working here for long enough to the point that she's not afraid of him.
All right, let's open the vent.
Meanwhile, I would be way too scared to talk to my boss like that. That's your boss.
I guess I'm free to disturb room 508 now. But that's where Bernard and Linda were. Ew.
All the more reason to go inside. Let's see it. Besides, we gotta clean their thing. Oh, well, that's nice. It's not a bad nightgown. Why are there tissues on the floor? Isn't that nice? A neatly made bed. I love to see it. Wendy, do you think I don't see the way you talk to guests? Oh, I already read that. She have a copy? Linda, my wife will be at her parents' tonight, so come by my house at 8. Oh. Oh. So B stands for Bernard. Okay. Okay. It's all coming together. What's this? Oh. So Linda also had some lipstick. Interesting. Very interesting. Did Linda perhaps make that graffiti herself in an attempt to frame Wendy? I wouldn't put it against her. She probably knows that Wendy doesn't like her because of how harsh she can be. And we already know that she's going to do whatever it takes to get her fired. Why would she be above something like framing? She wouldn't be. Oh? This doesn't need to be cleaned? Well, okay then. You still shouldn't leave the toilet seat up. Yeah. Throw it away. Nobody cares, Linda. I mean, if your marriage sucks, you should get divorced. I had to turn it the other way. Lefty loosey. Oh. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to place a game of Word Finder again. Okay. The dashes are M. Let's find that real quick. 3? Do you know what 3 is? E. meet, I'm guessing, meet me five to tonight. Tonight where? Meet me tonight in my room. That should be pretty obvious. What about the dash? This is a different thing. Meet me tonight in my room. Me, Michelle? No, that doesn't make any sense. Mib, Miff, Miff? No? Mish, Mio. Okay, let's do the second one first. This is going to be an A. And the musical note is an L. So, Michael? That's also one of the things that I thought, but I didn't think it would be right. Michael will be sleeping we need to discuss our plan. What plan?
Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Beth, I got some good news.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
It's me.
Oh, hello, Bean. Anything new to report?
Did you get in trouble earlier?
Yeah, but I also wanted to thank you for saving my skin earlier.
Oh, you're welcome.
I hope I didn't get you into too much trouble.
Well, I did get a little sermon from Bernard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't fuss about it. He mainly complained about my lack of decency and my abrasive personality. So,
Yeah, I was
the
listening.
usual stuff, you know? He did keep me in there forever, though. So, tell me it was worth it. Tell me you found something good in that vent.
Okay, yes. I found another secret message.
Message written in secret code.
What does it say?
Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Michael? Who's that? Another husband?
I don't
I have
know.
no idea who Michael
It's
is.
the first time I'm hearing of a Michael in this story.
Let me check the logbook. There's a Michael staying in room 507.
Mrs. Beaumont's room? But she doesn't have a husband. She's here alone with... Oh, Michael must be her son. I got him some extra blankets the other day so he could build a fort.
Could Marcella?
Yes?
No, never mind. So, what's next?
I guess I should go have a look at 507, but it's not on my list. There's a do not disturb sign on the door.
Well, I could call the room to make sure no one's there.
Good idea.
Hang on. got the all clear, Bean. Head on over.
Thanks, Beth.
Alright.
I'll call you back.
Trophy earned. Venting your spleen. I don't know what that means, but okay. On my way down to look for the screwdriver in Bernard's office, ran into the big man himself. When he asked what I was doing, I told him the truth. Or part of it. That I needed a screwdriver. He gave me some flack for undertaking a task that should be Eugene's. But other than that, I don't think he suspected anything. Phew. Thank goodness he and I were on separate directions when we got to the ground floor. Now to see if I can find that screwdriver. Lair of the Beast. Beth offered to keep a lookout while I poke around in Bernard's office. I have the rare opportunity to do a bit of snooping on my own boss. What fascinating things would Bernard keep behind closed doors? But I have to be careful, especially with Beth on the other side of the door. I don't want to jeopardize her. Got what I came for. My hunch was correct. Eugene was here to fix the window, and luckily for me, he left his screwdriver behind. I get the feeling he won't be needing it anytime soon. That was close. I should have known it wouldn't be as simple as walking out unnoticed. Bernard was waiting on the other side of the door once I finished up in his office. I'm really glad my job keeps me from interacting with him too often. I don't know how many more times I can handle hearing him call me Mrs. Believe. Or whatever that is. I only managed to get away thanks to Beth. I really ought to thank her later. I hope whatever Bernard has in store for her isn't too bad. Thing is, it seems like as soon as she exited the office, she was golden. Just walk away. But she stayed. I guess she did that on purpose, so that Bernard would see her. That way Beth doesn't get in trouble. But it seems like Beth was handling it, right? Codes upon codes. Just as that encoded letter promised, there was indeed a note left in the vent, written once again in code. I'm confident I'll be able to decipher this one too. I'm becoming quite the expert. Are you now? Another secret message. Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan. That's another code broken and another lead to follow. I asked Beth to find Michael in the logbook. And just as I'd hoped, there was only one staying with us at the moment. Michael Beaumont, the son of Anne Beaumont, in 507. So that'll be a guess. Oh, she has a nice little haircut. One of the guests staying in room 507, the other being her son Michael. She's a divorcee. I don't know how that information got out the first time, but since then, Linda's made sure we wouldn't forget it. Okay? Even though it's really none of our business. Aw, look at that cute little boy. So Michael is Anne's son, and I thought his name was Michael the entire time. Probably because anytime we've enacted, he's either been racing down the hallway, mid-sentence, or talking through a mouthful of sugar-frosted pops. No wonder I don't recognize the name of the first. I think Michael must be around 8 or 9. He's a sweet little boy, and he's grown on a lot of the maids here, since we've been seeing him for around a month now. I think a lot of us will be sad to see him go. His mom asked me for extra blankets once, so that he could build a blanket fort. I'm glad he's been enjoying his stay at that hotel. Staying here when you're a kid must be such an adventure. Yeah, especially if you've been inspired by Zack and Cody. Man, that was the show back in the day. I should buy it on DVD. Not Sweet Life on Deck. I don't care. I mean, the Sweet Life on Deck was good, but it just didn't hit the right way. It wasn't the same, you know? Oh, that must be his fort. I hope he doesn't mind if I clean it up. Just doing my job, Michael.
He's all but outright threatening you. Oh,
What?
I hope you can stay as far away from him as possible.
I just met with your damn lawyer. You've got some balls to accuse me of that. As if you were so irreproachable yourself. Do you think I don't know where you spend your nights? But worst of all is that you won't let me see my son. You won't even tell me where he is. If you think you have a chance to get custody, you really don't know me well. I won't let you take Michael away from me. Well, maybe he should be taken away from you.
Looks like someone grew tired of looking at your face, Mr. Beaumont.
Oh, this is her engagement ring and her wedding ring. Doesn't feel like wearing them anymore. Well, can I have them? They're still pretty. Is this an electric razor? Oh, trash can is upside down. The White Cat Bar and Restaurants, 1249 Metcalf, Montreal, Canada. Oh, it's a matchbook. Okay. Any cigarettes? If Mrs. Beaumont has any cigarettes, then I will be throwing those away. You shouldn't be smoking around children.
Aw, that's so sweet. I didn't do much, but I'm glad it meant something to you.
Dear Sophie, thank you so much for taking care of our room every day and bringing us extra sheets. Michael and I wanted to give you a little something before we left. Sincerely, A. So her first name starts with A?
Those few coins in my tip jar were getting pretty lonely. They'll appreciate the company.
This letter has been sent to you and has been around the world 3 times. The one who breaks the chain will have bad luck. Mr. Smith received the letter in 1953, made 33 copies, and sent them. 3 days later, he won the lottery. Mr. Jones received it in 1956, made 33 copies, and sent them. 3 days later, he discovered an old treasure in his backyard. Mr. William received the letter and burned it. His wife and 3 kids died in a fire that very night. Mr. Green forgot the letter in a drawer and lost his job. When he found the letter again, he got a better job than before. In no case should this chain be broken. Make 33 copies and send them. You will experience great joy within 3 days. What's the harm? The winds in the leaves that day made a sound that sounded like really Anne. Oh, so that's her name, Anne Beaumont. The winds in the leaves that day made the tree whistle a soft melody that came to my ear. I remember every part of this day, for it was the day we met. Jesus, this is bad. I was looking for my cat when I heard the sound of the leaves blowing in the wind, like a melody to my ear, on this summer day where I met you. Well, why did you cross that out? That sounded good. I've tried my hand at some poetry as well. I don't know if that's good, though. Writing is hard.
Mr. Cruz, huh? Numbers, dates, times. What does it all mean?
Hector, are you sleeping with Anne? Even though you're married? Please say no. Please, man, for the love of God, say no.